Good morning. So I wanted to share something that's pretty important about your health. Every morning outside of grounding, that's why I'm wearing this. It was pretty chilly out. I had to go get my feet on that dirt. But I should get the bottle, I guess. Okay. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on these chews. Every morning, I take 2 of those with a whole food multivitamin and 6 of the defense. That's like ringing the bell at the casino for your gut. Okay? It's something that takes just a couple of seconds to do. But if you stop and did that before you threw a bunch of sugar and flour and preservatives and a bunch of other crap in your gut, you really do yourself a favor. And those are affordable. Okay? I live on Social Security. If I could buy that, you can. So pick it up. I'm going to advance you some years now. We rinse and repeated what I talked about before. There's no way to keep talking about that. We need to move forward. So I'm going to bring you up back to Holly. It's hard to put into words when you talk to God. Okay? There's markers, things happen in your life, deja vu stuff, like, quinky dinky, right? When Holly came to see me in the hospital, I was near death. Okay? I arrived at the hospital with a hemoglobin of 4.5. If you know anything about medical stuff, you would know I should not have been alive at that point because there's not enough blood inside my body to bring oxygen to my vital organs to keep me alive. So what was keeping me alive? This is all recorded history at Mercy Hospital here in Rogers, Arkansas. Rich Cryer, he was holding my hand. We were counting down 30 minutes until I was supposed to die. And I didn't, and they rushed in with all this they gave me the blood first, and then they gave me the iron. And I pulled through. Whole time, my friend Rich, he's falling apart, and I'm like, nah, man, it's gonna be okay, man. This is part of it because of what happened with Kurt. The only way I could ever have compassion and understanding for what happens to people with cancer is if I had to go through it. It's the only way. It's the only way to truly understand all the struggles, the strife, the mental health, every aspect of what happens when you're diagnosed with something so severe. Unfortunately, I'm not friends with that person anymore, but he made comments that I realize now how important they actually were. He said a few times, he's like, man, I don't, dude, you walk around with a smile on your face. You engage everybody at Highlands when you're there. Everybody else is looking at the floor and they're all mopey and nobody's really talking or anything. And you're all just happy and you socialize and you talk to everybody and it's like no big deal for you. And I'm like, dude, without a positive attitude, you can't accomplish anything. That's the key, folks. You're your worst enemy. It's sad. For example, yesterday I was talking to one of my friends and we're talking about his wife's health. And while I'm telling him something serious, he's laughing while we're talking about his wife's health. And I'm like, this is not funny. I had to say, this is not funny. You shouldn't be laughing 3 times. Because people just don't take anything serious anymore for some reason. I guess y'all checked out. Well, here's some truth, people. I resorted to this because I'm out to lunch with the whole system, man. We're so fucked, it's not even funny. Psychedelics have altered the course of history, actually. Should do some research. Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia on YouTube is a very interesting production. I caught some really good episodes on Vice as well. Vice News on YouTube. Type in magic mushrooms. It was very interesting what they had to say. The advancements that happened in our lives are undeniable. All the evidence is there. You can laugh and say that, hey, oh yeah, they just went out, idiots went and did a bunch of drugs. Well, hey, you at some ordinary gamer on YouTube, I think you owe me a fucking apology. Your dad doesn't even know what he's doing, and he's a heart surgeon because he doesn't know. I think he's still reading from a book from 1948. You want to diss somebody? You want to talk about somebody? You might want to check out who it is that you're doing that to first and find out what they have to say. Okay? Because I can play games too if you want to play games. This is not a joke. I'm doing this out of pure sincerity for all you humans that need to know some free information. Wait till we get into what happened at Mercy Hospital after the blood transfusions.